to talk about spending time with our elderly parents.
Yeah, Chris and I were discussing earlier that she spends a lot of time with her mom and does fun things with her, bowling and things like that, which is great. But it kind of reminded me of my mom, who passed away in February, and the last 4 years of her life she was in a nursing home, and that was really difficult, obviously. But I wish I had gone there more often and spent more time with her while she was there, and that it makes me think of that when Chris talks about her mom. So we thought this would be a good topic.
You know, everything's a cycle. You know, because you probably wish you'd have spent more time with your mom before she was in the nursing home. But when we're raising our kids and, you know, things like that. Although, when I got a divorce and Andy was 7, I spent a lot of time at my mom and dad. So I did get to spend a lot of time with them. And Andy grew up with his grandpa, you know, showing him how to do some things.
Sure.
And so it was wonderful. And I can't look back with any regret because I did. I wish when I was a teenager I'd been a little smarter and spent more time talking to my mom and my dad. But
well, I think you can forgive yourself for the teenage part, because I think most of us at that age,
we're
the
not
last
that
place
smart,
we want
are
to
we?
be is at home or around our parents.
Yeah, but I think that led me to trying to spend more time. You know, my dad had Alzheimer's, and I spent a lot of time there helping them. But it only was because it worked with the job that I had at the time. Otherwise, you spend so much time. The last few years in the jobs I've had, I've worked so many hours, I haven't had time to spend time with my mom.
Yeah. I think that's the hardest part for a lot of us in our age group, you know, where we aren't old enough, or I shouldn't say old enough, but we're not to a point in our lives, career-wise, whatever, that we can retire. And so we're doing the 9 to 5, we're going to work every day, and you know, trying to, some of us, you know, have children, or even if your children are grown, you have grandchildren, you know, you're helping out and maybe picking them up, you know, taking them to an appointment, or you're just always busy. And so it makes it more difficult. It's this, I think they call it the sandwich generation, where you're taking care of your parents and you're taking care of your children. And it's hard, you know, it really is. But it's the time issue. Even with my mom, they were flexible where I worked, which was great. And I could leave work at a time where I could get to her before she went to supper. And that was important because she had dementia. And they say that their schedule is really important, that they stick to their schedule. So I tried to get there in between where she didn't have to go to supper yet and I could spend some time with her. But on the plus side, some of my brothers and sisters are retired, and they were there daily, practically.
But you still feel guilty, don't you?
Yeah, because, you know, that's great that they're there. It took a lot off of my shoulders, you know, with working in that. But yeah, because I wasn't there with her with that quality time, and I could have made, and I think I could have made more of an effort. But I think hindsight's always 20/20, and
you know. So my dad had Alzheimer's, and it was 8 years ago that he died. And I have a sister-in-law who she was married to my brother, and he died when he was like 37. And after he died,
your brother
died. My brother died at 37 of an aneurysm. But after he died, my sister-in-law said, the hardest part is after everybody leaves. You know, when somebody dies, you go and you help them for a couple days, and you take them food, and you do all the stuff, and then poof, everybody's gone. So I thought of that after my dad died. I thought my mom and dad had made it to their 50th anniversary, and I thought, man, she hardly ever did anything with anybody else except for him or us kids. Mm-hmm. So he died. What was she going to do? So I was at a point in my career where I was teaching college, so I had a little more flexibility with my schedule. Right. So I got her out. We were going to go. We went and played cards one night a week. We bowled one afternoon a week, and. But that was 8 years ago. So she was 72. So we were bowling, and she was doing so good. She had so much fun. Well, then life got in the way, and I got really busy, and she started kind of staying home a lot, but she's pretty bored. You know, she raised 7 kids. Right. She cooked, she cleaned, she sewed clothes, she canned vegetables, she did everything, had a garden. You know, so now she's sitting at home and she's bored. Right. So I'm trying to get her out more, and I got her to bowl again the other day. So that's 8 years later. I got her to bowl, And I'm not sure she's going to keep bowling, but she did good. She beat me the first game.
Well, that's
just
great.
to say that I did so bad.
That's great that she's even in, she's in good enough shape she can go bowl at her age. That's awesome.
Well, and it's pretty funny. So if you're a senior citizen and you're looking for things to do, there's bowling out there for senior citizens. There are 2 90-year-old ladies bowling in the league that I got my mom to go bowl at the other day. So I'm probably still going to bowl,
It's just great that you're spending this time with her. It really is. That's
well, I'm
awesome.
trying to get her to go back again now. She's having cataract surgery, so that's going to slow things down a little bit. But I'm hoping to get her out doing some more things again. Since we're doing this Incredible Buzz, we're doing it to allow ourselves to do things besides that 9-to-5 job where you're tied to a desk, you can't get out, you can't do anything. And if you're lucky that you only have a 9-to-5 job, because I know a lot of people that work their 9-to-5 job and then have to have a second job just to make ends meet.
Exactly.
And I was a manager of the convenience store, so I was in there 70 hours a week a lot. And by the time you get home, there's not much time to do anything else. You're too tired.
Right.
So now hopefully Incredible Buzz allows us to do some other things, spend some time with our families.
Exactly. And I wish my mom was here right now so I could have a lot more time with her. But, the important thing is if your parent is with you, take the time.
That's the message.
You hear it all the time, but it's so true.
And you can make it fun. I mean, it's not like you have to just go sit there with them and be, so staid and bored that you're just sitting there and you don't have any. Take them out, get them to do stuff.
It is the boredom. I saw that at the nursing home. It's the boredom. I mean, you can't blame them. I mean, we'd be bored out of our heads after 2 days sitting there.
Well, there's something on Facebook. I'm big on these sayings and stuff on Facebook. One says, the problem with getting old is, you look old on the outside, but you're still young on the inside, and nobody can tell.
That's so true.
Yeah. And some of these older people have such good sense of humor, sense of humor, and they're funny. They'd be fun. Their body just slows
Maybe
them
we'll
down.
go interview a couple of them for another episode.
Oh, that would be kind of fun.
Out of the studio. So, but we are out of time. So we're glad you joined us. And remember,
life should be an incredible buzz.